Good morning, students. This is 11th standard botany video class, video 4. In this video, we are going to continue the lesson vegetative morphology. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen what is shoot system. The plumal region of an embryo which gives rise to the shoot system. It bears leaf, bud and branches is the vegetative organ. Then the reproductive organ such as flowers and fruits also arising from the stem only. The stem which are growing towards the sunlight and gives mechanical support to the plant, and it always grows away from the soil, so negatively geotrophic. The branch's origin is exogenous. The young stem is green in color to do the photosynthetic function. Then we have seen primary function and secondary function of a stem. Primary function is fixing the plant. That means it gives stability to the plant, productivity. It bears flowers, fruits and leaves. Another function, it transports water and mineral salts from the root to different parts of the body, and it transports the food material which is prepared by leaves to different parts of the plant body. This is the primary function. Then secondary function is in different function. One is the storage, the food material, vegetative reproduction, that is pollination, then buoyancy, photosynthesis, then thorns, that is protective function. So these are all the different secondary functions of a shoot. Then we have seen what is bud, then different types of a bud. Now in this video we are going to see the another type of bud, that is bulbil, then types of a stem, different branching of a stem and stem modification. Dear students, next type of bud is bulbil or specialized bud. So these are the modified, enlarged bud which is responsible for vegetative reproduction, that is propagation. So these bulbils which detached from the parental one and falls on the ground and they germinate and gives rise to a new plant, and that is known as vegetative propagation. For example, in agave and Allium proliferum, the floral buds are modified into bulbils. The another plant in Lilium bulbiferum and Dioscorea bulbifera, the bulbils developed from the axial region of the leaves. In Oxalis, the bulbils are just above the solen root they are produced. That is said to be bulbils are specialized bud which is seen in the some plants for vegetative propagation. Some plants it is produced from the floral bud, some plants it is produced from the axil of the leaves, some of the plants it produce above the swollen root region. That is said to be bulbil or specialized buds. Dear students, up to this we have seen different types of bud. Now we are going to see types of a stem. Dear students, normally all the plants which possess upright, that means straight stem, and vertical growing stem. So these stem divided into 4 types. One is excurrent, decurrent, caudex and culm. So these are all the 4 types of stem region. First, we are going to see excurrent. The main axis of a stem which are showing the continuous growth. That means there is no limitation. Continuously, it's showing the growth development in main axis only. But the lateral branches are showing the limited growth. That means very shorter towards the apex. So the entire leaf is look like in the form of conical appearance. So main axis, it's showing the continuous growth. Main axis means the mid stem, okay, trunk region. But the lateral branches which are going the shorter growth movement towards the tip region, from the base to the towards the tip. When growing towards the tip, the growth movements are very shorter. So the entire tree appearances look like in the form of conical shape or triangle appearance. Example, Polyatria longifolia. In Tamil it is known as Asoka Maram. In some of the bungalows at the front of the main gate, they grown as a tall tree which is in a triangular shape. That is known as Asoka Maram. Binomial name is Polyatria longifolia. Another one, Casuarina. That is in Tamil we call it Saukamaram. So the shape of the Casuarina, it's also look like in the shape of conical appearance. So for that only, during Christmas time, we are using this Casuarina tree to decorate the Christmas tree or Xmas tree. So that type of stem is known as excurrent. Main axis showing the continuous growth. The lateral branches are showing the shorter growth development towards the apex. That means tip. That is excurrent. Next one, decurrent. The main axis which are showing the limited growth, but the lateral branches are showing the continuous growth or vigorous growth movement. So that the tree appearances look like in the form of round appearance. Rounded appearance or spreading appearance. Example, Mangifera indica. What is the Mangifera indica? Is the binomial name of mango. Then Azadirachta indica is a binomial name of neem tree, pepamaram. Then Tamarindus indicus is a binomial name of tamarind, puliyamaram. Then Aegel marmalus is a binomial name of vilvum. So in these plants, main axis growth is unlimited. That means very shortened form. But the lateral branches which are showing the continuous growth movement or vigorous growth movement, which forms the appearance of rounded or spreaded appearance. That type of stem is known as decurrent stem. Dear students, important 2 mark question, what is caudex? So caudex is otherwise known as unbranched tree. The stem, they do not show any branches. Those trees are known as caudex. And also, they are very stout. Then cylindrical in shape. Then the stem portion which are contain marked scale-like appearance due to the fallen leaves. Example, Cocos nucifera. Cocos nucifera is a binomial name of coconut tree. Then Borassus flabelliformis, that is palm tree, Palmyra tree, Panamaram. The binomial name is Borassus flabelliformis. Then Areca catechu is the binomial name of Pakumaram. So these 3 plants which are showing unbranched stem portion, cylindrical, stout, the stem portion which are showing the marked scales due to the fallen leaves. So this type of stem is known as caudex stem. is the important 2-mark question. What is codex? Give example. Don't write the common name or English name. You have to write only the binomial name. Next one, culm type of stem. Dear students, in this stem, the stems are erect only. Nodes also clearly present in the stem region. But the internodal region, which is hollow means there is a gap at the center of a stem region. That is said to be hollow internodes clasped by a leaf sheath. That means outer surface which are showing a scar-like appearance. Example, majority of grasses including bamboo. A clasped by sheathy leaf means the internodal regions are covered by a bag-like structure is known as leaf sheath. So that type of stem is known as culm stem. Example, most of the grasses and also bamboo. Bamboo means mungil. So these are all the other 2 types of stem. So we have studied 4 types of stem. Excurrent, main axis, continuous growth. Lateral branches are limited growth from base towards the apex. The appearance is conical shape. Second one, decurrent. Main axis shows the limited growth. Then the lateral branches are showing unlimited growth, which forms the round appearance or spreaded appearance. Next one, caudex. Branches are absent, unbranched stem, erect, cylindrical shaped, marked with scales due to the fallen leaves. Then culm. They are stem with a distinct nodal region, but the internodal regions are present inner to the sheathy leaves. Example, grasses and bamboo. So this is the 4 types of stem. Dear students, up to this we have seen different types of bud and the types of a stem. Now we are going to see the modification of a stem. What is modification? The previous video class we have seen root modification, isn't it? Likewise, stem modification. Some of the plants, the stem which stores the food material or in the form of food or in the form of watery substance, the shape of the stem is modified into different shapes and performing the different function. That type of stems are known as stem modification. It is divided into different types: aerial modification, subaerial modification, underground stem modification. Aerial means above the ground level, the stem portion which are storing the food material and the shape is modified into different form and performing the different function. That is aerial stem modification. Subaerial means part of a stem which grow towards the soil and it comes above the ground level and stores the food material. That is said to be partly they are showing the modification, subaerial. Next one, underground stem. That means a stem portion which grow towards the soil, which stores food material and the shape is modified into different form and responsible for vegetative propagation. That is said to be underground stem modification. So these are all the different modification of stem. First we are going to see aerial modification of stem. So dear students, the first type of aerial modification is creeper. That means to creep on the ground, the stem portion which horizontally grows the ground level or growing closer to the ground. Whenever it touches the ground region, it produces roots to the soil. These roots are arising from the nodal region of a stem. So those type of modification is known as creepers. So plants which are growing closer to the ground or horizontally grows and produce the root in the nodal region. Example, Cynodon dactylion, Oxalis centella. Next one, trailer or stragglers. In this type of modification which seen in the weak stemmed plant, so these stem which are produce large number of branches and spread over the surface of the ground without producing root at the nodal region. First one, when they touch the ground, they are producing root from the nodal region of a stem, isn't it? That is said to be creepers. But in the trailers, so they are spread over the ground level but without producing root in the nodal region. So these trailers or stragglers are divided into three types. First one is the prostrate or procumbent. So these stem which grow flat on the ground level, flat on the ground. That means it grows horizontally on the ground region. That is known as prostrate or procumbent. Example, Evolvulus alsinoides, Indigofera prostrata. Another one, decumbent. That means the stem which grows flat on the ground, suddenly it shows the erect growing movement. When it produces the erect growth means during the reproductive stages. So partially horizontal and partly what is that one? Erect. So the erect stem are produced during reproductive stage only. This type of stem is known as decumbent. Example, Portulaca, Tridax, Lindenbergia. Tridax in Tamil, we are known as Vetukaya Pundu. So that is said to be decumbent, partly horizontal and partly erect. That erect stem is produced at the time of reproductive stage. Next one, diffuse. So this is the trailing stem with the spreading branches. They are producing number of branches. Example, Boerhaavia diffusa, Merimia tridentata. So this is the different types of trailers: procumbent, decumbent and diffuse. Next, we are going to see another type of aerial stem modification, that is climbers. So these climbers is another modification of weak stemmed plant. These plants are unable to stand erect. They need some support to stand erect. For that, they are producing some special organs in the nodal region of a stem. So these organs are attached to the host plant and giving the mechanical support to the plant. So this climbing nature which helps the plant to expose the leaf for photosynthetic function and also to expose the flower for pollination. What is pollination? In 10th standard, you studied that one. Transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower is known as pollination. So this climbing nature of modification which helps in expose to the leaf to the sunlight for photosynthesis and also which helps for pollination process. So these climbers are divided into different types. Describe the different types of climbers is a book back question and also very important 5-mark question. Okay. So first type of climber is root climbers. Dear students, the plants which are climbing are twining the host plant by producing adventitious roots in the nodal region of a stem. Those climbers are known as root climbers. Example, Piper beetle, I told you. In Tamil it is Vetrilai. Piper nigrum, that means pepper, milagu. Hedera helix, pothos, that means money plant, pothos and hoya. So these are all the different plant which is weak stemmed. They need to climb with the help of the supporting plant by producing special type of root in the, that means adventitious root in the nodal region. Those to climb up the plant. Those climbers are known as root climbers. Next one, stem climbers or twiners. So these climbers are not producing any specialized structure in the nodal region, but the stem itself, the entire plant stem itself coiled around the supporting plant without producing any special type of roots in the nodal region. The entire stem of a plant only twining around the host plant. Example, Ipomia, Convolvulus, Dolichus, Clitoria, Quisqualis. So these are all the different plants which is modified form of stem climbers. So the climbing nature of a stem, based on the direction, it is divided into two. That is, whether it is twining in a clockwise or anti-clockwise. These climbers are differentiated into two types. One is the dextrose, another one is the sinistrose. The clockwise coiling climbers are known as dextrose. Example, Dioscorea alata. The anti-clockwise coiling nature of a climbers are called sinistrose. Example, Dioscorea bulbifera. So both of them same genus only, but the species is different, which are showing two coiling nature. One is clockwise, that is dextrose. Another one is the anti-clockwise, that is said to be sinistrose. So this is the climbers, that is stem climbers. Okay. So under the climbers topic, we have seen root climbers. Another one is the stem climbers. Dear students, the next climber is hook climber. That means the stem portion which are producing a small short pointed hook-like structure. So these organs which are attached to the host plant for giving the mechanical support. So in the Arthropods, the inflorescence axis, what is inflorescence? I told you, cluster of many flowers which are arranged in the common axis with the branches is known as inflorescence. So the inflorescence central axis is known as inflorescence axis. So this is modified into curved hook-like structure. In Calamus, the leaf tip is modified into hook. In Begonia anguisicati, the leaflets means at the tip of the leaf, at the tip of the stem, you are producing two young leaf with very small leaf. That is known as leaflets. So these leaflets are modified into curved hook. In Eugenia, the axillary bud. What is the axillary bud? The angle between the stem and the stalk of a leaf is known as angle. In that angle, the bud is present. So this axillary bud which is modified into hook. So these are all the different hook climbers in different plants. Dear students, the diagram, everything I'll show in the next video class. The diagram is not given in your textbook, but I'll show some diagrams in the next video class. Next one, thorn climbers. A sharp pointed thorn means mull, isn't it? So some of the climbing or reclining on the support with the help of thorns in Bougainvillea and Carissa. Bougainvillea, I told you Kagidapu, isn't it? In those plants, the stem which are producing a sharp pointed thorn which makes the plant to climb to the host plant. So this is the thorn climber. So these are all different types of climbers. This question is important book back question and also important 5-mark question. So another type of climber is lianas. So the lianas are known as woody stem climber. Normally weak stemmed plants only producing a special modification structure to climb up the plant. But some of the woody stem plants also act as a climbers. So these climbers are known as lianas. Woody perennial climbers found in tropical forest are lianas. 2-mark question. What are lianas? Woody perennial. Perennial means the lifespan is more than 2 years. Those climbers are known as woody perennial climbers found in tropical forest or lianas. They are twined themselves. They are producing more woody climbers. Different climbers are twined together around the tall trees to get light. That means we are exposed to the sunlight. Example, Hyptage bengalensis, Bauhinia vahi, Entada persata. So these are all the 3 plants which are showing the lianas, that is woody stem climber. Next one, tendril climber. Tendril means a coily wire-like substance which are producing the plant parts, the stem which is very weak. So this coiled wire-like structure which are twining or climbing the host plant to give the mechanical support and also expose the leaf for photosynthesis and pollination for the flowers. See that one, tendrils are wire-like or thread-like coiling structure which helps the plant in climbing. The tendrils may be modification of stem as in different plants, Passiflora, Vitis and Cissus quadrangularis. Then the inflorescence axis is modified into tendril in Antigonon. The leaf is modified into tendril in Lathyrus. The young leaves, that is leaflets, are modified into tendril in Pisum sativum. Petiole, the stalk of a leaf, it's said to be petiole, which is modified into tendril in Clematis. The leaf tip of the gloriosa modified into tendril. Stipules, that means at the base of a leaf stalk, that is petiole, a paired appendages which is produced in the lateral position on either side of the petiole, that is known as stipules. So these stipules are modified into tendril in smilax. In pitcher plant, the lower class you have studied Nepenthes. The midrib of the leaf often coils around the support-like tendril and holds the pitcher in a vertical position. So these are all the different tendrils modification which is seen in the different plant. This paragraph is very important for 1 mark question. So this is said to be the tendril climbers. So another modification of stem is phylloclad. So phylloclad stems are green in color, flattened, cylindrical in shape, or angled stem or branch of unlimited growth, which contains nodes and internodal region. These nodes and internodal regions are some plants it very long, or some plants they are showing the short intervals. That means a gap. Some plants they are showing the long gap. Some plants it is very short intervals. So this phylloclad stem is a characteristic features of xerophytic plant. What is xerophyte? Plant which lives on the desert region. Here, in this xerophytic plants, the leaves are often fall off, or the leaves which are modified into spines to reduce the rate of transpiration, because in the desert region, water insufficient, isn't it? So each and every drop of water is stored in the plant pots for future use, so that the leaves are fall off from the xerophytic plant, or it is modified into thorn. In those xerophytic plants, the stem which is modified into green, flattened, succulent with nodes and internodal regions to do the functions of photosynthesis instead of leaves. Normally, the function of a photosynthesis leaves, the leaves are absent or modified into thorn. So, the stem is modified into green, flattened, leaf-like structure to do the photosynthesis. So, those stems are known as phylloclad. These phylloclad stems are otherwise known as cladophyll. Dear students, write a short notes on phylloclad is a book back question, important 5 mark question. Sometimes they'll ask question, write a short notes on cladophyll with the example. So the example of phylloclad stem is Opuntia, Phyllocatus, Muhlenbeckia, Casuarina, Euphorbia thyricalli, Euphorbia antiquorum. So these are all the different xerophytic plants which are showing the aerial stem modification is known as phylloclad. Dear students, another type of aerial modification is cladode. This stem is also flattened, cylindrical, similar to the phylloclad, but they are produced 1 or 2 internodes only. The stem nature, they bears buds, scales and flowers. Example, asparagus, cylindrical cladode, ruscus, flattened cladode. Next one, thorns. Thorn is a woody, sharp pointed, modified stem. Either the axillary bud is modified into thorn, or the tip bud, apex bud or terminal bud gets modified into thorn. So these thorns are protecting the plants against the grazing animals. In Carissa, apical bud modified into thorn. In citrus and Atlanta, the axillary bud is modified into thorn. So these two example is important 1 mark question. So that is said to be the thorns. So these cladode, phyllocladode and thorns are the very important 3 mark question. Write your short notes on phylloclad. It will come for 5 mark question. Write your short notes on cladode. What are thorns? So these are all the important 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark and a 5 mark question. Dear students, after this I conclude my video. I hope you all understood different aerial modification of a stem. Remaining we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best children.